It's that the more things become AI and automated and in our face, and the AI slop we've talked about on the podcast. I was actually a guest on another podcast entitled AI Slop. The podcast wasn't, the episode was. I feel humans are going to want more experiences. Maybe not everything's the Coachella level, but festivals, gatherings, special nights, which give agencies a chance to infuse it with marketing at the level of a Coachella. Smaller events will have a bigger advertising presence or marketing presence, and that's, I love it. I love a slick booth at a trade show.
Yeah, I mean,
You know,
I've done some of those. Frankfurt
through
Auto
the
Fair.
agency.
Yeah, well, back when I was directing and producing, I also
Mm.
was I did, like one of the bigger projects I did in Germany was for the Frankfurt Auto Fair. It's part of their for Mini Cooper. It's a part of
FAF, they call it.
oh yeah, yeah.
No, I made that up. Do they call it FAF?
No,
Frankfurt Auto Fair?
they call it
It's not even German.
I forget what they call it, the Frankfurt Motor Show in English. I think in German they call it something I can't remember. So yeah, but then I did a really crazy activation a couple of years ago for the Game Developers Conference in San Francisco, where we had a robotic cat, and we hired a Hollywood
Of
creature.
course you did.
We had a Hollywood creature artist give it blue fur, and the creative director was on site controlling it with remote control. We had a team of about 30 people supporting it with social media, paid media, influencers, front of house, back of house. It was like a whole thing. User generated content. Did 55 million plays on TikTok in 10 days.
I'm sorry, you said 55 million.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a hit.
It was a hit. It would still be around, but it was the era of experimentation and then quick kill-offs of innovation teams. Because 2023 somehow was a year where there was a lot of crazy stuff happening, and then multiple different corporates decided to pull the plug on the cool stuff they were doing that summer. So it was a flash in the pan, but it was a very bright flash.
Wow. I'm trying to go back to 2023, and maybe they all ran to buy their Naked Ape NFTs or whatever those were at that time.
I mean, it's funny you should mention NFT because the product was actually a blockchain related thing. And I think that's part of what we were seeing
Gotcha.
go down in flames that year was like finally the hype cycle around, blockchain related stuff was starting to get a little bit too, like overdone, overblown. So, but yeah, I think I like to say that events are the original social media.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's nothing more social than being face to face with another human being. And word of mouth is really the way that the most social content travels. Most people don't know this, but for instance, when an Instagram reel is very popular, its popularity is really a coefficient of how frequently it's shared in the DMs between two different people.
Yeah.
And this is a behavior that, that is allowed the industry to sort of identify reels as its own language, because we've all got an inbox like that. Everybody's got an inbox with some friend of theirs or acquaintance where the only
My
thing
wife and I.
the only thing you're saying to each other is basically you're not even saying anything. You're just sharing reels and then maybe emoji commenting on what you thought about them. And with with some people that's the entire exchange, but that actually creates a ton of velocity for that content. So it's very interesting to be able to. We talk about multimodal AI, but we don't appreciate that we've been communicating in a multimodal way for a very long time now.
Oh my gosh. Korg, Nanook, and Mimu around the fire back in the caveman days. That was the original social media.